Citizens of America, I greet you warmly. My name is YT President 2012. It seems that Washington has forgotten the true wants and needs of the American citizens like us. We want fiscal responsibility, however not at the cost of the poor and working class Americans. Do you remember the 90s? Where our economic future was never in doubt. I do. It was a glorious time in our history. All people were treated as equals, and the internet was humanity's child, just coming of age. And new ideas of inventions we now hold dear. But that time has passed. It seems that citizens with sharp minds and intelligence in the smallest degree are being passed over for those who fuel religious hate. Blinded by this hate, they have cornered us in to exact a culture war on each other, leading only to war. And they want us to pay for it with our blood and treasure. Those of us in the middle are starting to see this as a diversion, as those on the far right believe that Christianity and capitalism are one in the same. They are not. You do not have to be Christian and be a capitalist, and you do not have to be a capitalist to be Christian. And Jesus would never allow the attacks on the poor. America has come a very long way from where it was. I believe that there should be a social safety net. And why? Do you know the term going to the poorhouse? There was an actual physical poorhouse. It was that the elderly, sick, and the forgotten went to die because they had no way to pay for anything. All Americans, whether they be poor, rich, sick, healthy, educationally challenged, or well-educated, have a voice. It is that voice, that vision, that makes society a better place. It allows the poor to work hard to become rich, and the sick to one day be healthy, and the educationally challenged to be well-educated one day. I understand fiscal responsibility as much as anyone. I still have bills I try to work through, but I offer my voice to society and to you to change society for the better. I offer a new way of thinking, or more of an old way of thinking that just did not have a name. I offer the term social capitalist and a set of tenets to renew our country. It addresses the America that we know, not a false history that is pushed upon us. There must be a balance in the economy for it to work. We somehow forgot that. Some paint it as a redistribution of wealth, and for a part of it it is. But let me ask a question to the business community. If you would be serious in giving 32% tax on profits every year for 8% per year compounded growth of business and 8% compounded yearly revenue, would you make that deal? Think on that for a moment. Again, I used the word compounded. Slow growth in the current economy is almost a guarantee. But there is a chance to change it. The reason why the economy did so well in the 90s is there was private ownership of home, business, inventions. With a trickle-up business model that understood balance, it's not the millionaire who will buy your product once or twice, but hundreds and thousands of average people making $40,000 a year buying your products and services. Any time in any country's history where its leaders, political and that of industry, have ignored this fact, the gap of wealth largens, thus to the point where it collapses. We are at that point. We can cut, but that only makes the gap larger. Balance can be achieved by giving the poor and middle class an actual chance. Not a handout, but an actual chance. When your tax cuts and loopholes cut a program that may help someone else to be successful too, you are only taking away from a future profit. Whether a politician be bought or not, revenues must be included. Social programs that help people to succeed must be allowed to continue. Programs that protect our environment, our health, our prosperity, our children, must be allowed to continue. We are not so different from each other. We have a common shared goal. To make the world better than when we had it. Until next time, my friends. We walk through the darkness to serve the light. YT President 2012 signing off.